Hi, I'm Curtis, and this is my good friend Zach. And our conversation topic for right now is, Zach, what comes into your mind when you hear the word unity?
Well, when I hear unity, I think of a collected agreement with a group of people about one common goal or one common idea that we all agree on.
Okay.
Specifically with church unity, I don't know if that's where you were going with it.
Coming next.
But so the church unity, in my mind, I think of the first thing, honestly, is the opposite of unity when it comes to your mind, honestly, because of all of the different denominations of Christianity.
Yeah.
So, unity, I think Christian, we all believe the same exact thing under that umbrella label.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. There is a sense that, when you hear unity, and I want to say, 100% of the time, unity is a great thing.
Right.
But we have all these denominations, and there are legitimate reasons. And I'm talking about, denominations that I can get along with. I mean, I have lots of Baptist friends. I have some Presbyterian friends. I mean, there are people who I'm theologically, but they believe some different things. Those are things that I still think we can maintain a unity. Even if I disagree with you on some things, we can still be friends.
Absolutely. And I think, it's essential as a believer to have the same essential doctrine agreed upon. We have to agree on that. Right. Iron sharpens iron, and you're not going to get that sharpening if everyone is in agreement with everything. Yeah. You got to have different just opinions and perceptions and angles that other people may not necessarily have, and could be completely polar opposite to what you feel is right. But just by hearing something different, it gets you thinking, and then gets you, kind of gets the snowball rolling, and then, gets you back in the word of, okay, well, where am I getting my, viewpoint from?
Yeah, I love that you say that. I teach at a Christian school. Right. I spend my days with high school students. I talk to them all the time about, as recently, probably as earlier this week, about this whole iron sharpening iron. And you know what? If I believe differently than you, there are certain things, and we're going to have another one of these talks that we're probably going to, but, generally speaking over things, like I found out, because I just asked my students, I found out in one of my classes, I'm the only one that attends a church that has communion every week. Some of them are monthly, some of them are quarterly. And I was like, so let's talk about that.
Yeah.
But it's, you believe what you believe, but in you having to verbalize that and tell me, you sharpen your iron. When I see something like that, why do we do? And there are lots of times that, kids have asked me stuff that has driven me into God's word to try to figure out why I believe what I believe. And you know what? At the end of the day, I tell my students all the time, even if I don't change your mind, at the end of the day, if you now know better what you believe and why you believe it, man, that's a win for me.
I've done something. Unity. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's a great point. And something like communion, you would honestly take just for granted that we all have the same, regiment and schedule, and we just don't.
Yeah. No, I understand that there are lots of, my wife grew up in a Methodist church. I'm pretty familiar. I think they do it once a quarter. So I know not everybody does it every week, but I was kind of shocked that I was the only one that did. But it was a fun conversation. Why do you do it every week? And I got to have that. But within that, we leave that conversation unified, even though you still believe what you believe, I still believe what I believe. And that's a beautiful thing.
That's a unification process right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.